Our team's been what's kept us in this thing the whole time. You know, we're one of the lesser experienced teams, so you know, we had to be firing all cylinders if we were going to be a threat to the more experienced guys. And I think we showed that we can be, and all of that's a testament to the team. You know, I can't say enough about Mark. You know, Mark and I started this thing together. Everybody knows their role. Everyone knows what to do. We get on real well, and yeah, we got a week left together. It's kind of crazy.
It's a fantastic result for us. I think especially after last week in The Hague, everybody was so stoked about the welcome and the reception what we had over there. So they said we have to do it for the Dutch public, at least try to finish second. And so we sailed a really good second part, and the second place is ours. So happy.
I think after this, since the second leg forward, we sailed very well, and we've been here in the last leg fighting for the podium. So I think it's a good chance.
Prove that we can fight. We are the only boat who fight for the first place against Abu Dhabi, so we can be very proud of that. After we break a mast and we lost a lot of points, and it changed also the Volvo for us. So I think we sail very well. We have not been very lucky sometimes, but we can be proud of what we have achieved.
Feels good to hold the trophy up. Yeah, it's been strange because we sort of won it in Lorient, but we knew we had them. We had to still be careful, and we've had this leg where it kind of didn't matter what happened as long as we didn't get disqualified. So it's been a very strange couple of weeks, but it's actually given us a bit of time to think about it. And yeah, nothing prepared me for lifting that trophy up, and I'm sure we're going to wave it in the air a few more times in the weeks to come.
It's just fantastic to actually sail in here and not finish our campaign, parked on a reef, and so to get back in it and all arrive here, and it was fantastic.
For us, it's just the culmination of a massive voyage and adventure and learning. We've learned so much, and yeah, I'm really proud that we've got here all together in one piece, but also competitive, having won a leg of the Volvo Ocean Race.
Today was the penultimate day of the Audi RC44 Porto-Cervo Cup. On the racecourse, the sun was shining and the breeze was gusting at 7 to 10 knots. Interestingly, there was no standout performer today, with all of the teams posting inconsistent results. The first race saw a clean start from the fleet, but a penalty for Brunenasek at the top mark left the Russian team trailing the pack. Team Nika led the fleet downwind and maintained their position all the way to the finish. It seemed it was a day for the Russians as Katusha took the second race, holding their position at the head of the fleet throughout. The third race was a real battle, with crowded mark roundings and penalties aplenty. But coming out unscathed was Aleph Racing, their first win of the regatta. Race 4, and Nika did the double, taking the last victory of the day.
It was a great day, and for me it was of course a complete surprise, and I put 99% of the victory to our team, which is very nice and professional, but I was proud of us, and it's a good fun.
What are you gonna do with it? Mixed feelings, because it's ups and downs, and from the very top to the very down. Like if I didn't touch Peninsula, I would have been second. It's good races, very good races, very emotional and very close. Ready to go.
The overnights see a change in the leaderboard, with Team Aqua at the top. The final day of racing dawns tomorrow, when the Audi RC44 Portocervo Cup champion will be crowned.
This event's a youth match racing event, and I've been very dedicated to youth match racing over the last few years because I think it's a great bridge from the wonderful junior and youth sailing the kids in the US have to the adult sailing they're going to do, primarily in keelboats. We began with day 1 on Friday, and we got in 8 of the 11 races of round robin. Great racing, light air, and tough racing. Match racing is exciting, it's difficult, it's in keelboats, it's spinnaker work, it's tactics, it's rules, and everyone who match races becomes a better sailor. We finished the round robin on day 2. The great thing is that everyone won a race and nobody won all the races, so it was very close racing there. Day 2, we went into the quarterfinals and then the semifinals, and we finished today on Sunday with the finals, petite finals, and the race for 5th and 6th, and the race for 7th and 8th. It's champagne conditions today and a great way to end the event. Protest! Contact! 2, 1, cross. Thank you. It's flat. Step in! Going backwards. No, it's penalty for us. Yeah. Hold it. Step in! Avoid it! Oh! 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 Protest! I do avoid. Fully I do avoid. Green, because he's going backwards. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, back, 4, 2, 1. Get the chalk. Go. We're over.
had a pretty good day, only 2 races, but we got 2 wins out of it, so pretty happy with that.
Well, I'd say it feels pretty good. I mean, it's our home yacht club, it's our home event, it's the first national championship, so it feels pretty good to win it again, especially in our home venue. It's really nice.
We practice in the boats a lot, but we don't get to race in the boats a lot, and this got us some really good racing in the venue. And, you know, we tried some new things that we haven't done before, worked on our boat handling to get a little bit better, and I think that's going to be really good for us for the Governor's Cup.
That's the end of Plus 39. This was the boat that we built for the challenge. A lot of people gave their soul for it. When we broke the mast, we worked for 15 days, 24 hours a day to get it repaired, and it's a beautiful boat and gone in the hands after the bankruptcy of the challenge. We've done everything we could to save it. We have said to those who are managing the boat that we are prepared to keep it, but they are destroying it, and this is a sad end to what used to be a glorious America's Cup here in Valencia, and well, it's a bit of a moment that explains it all. I don't know what's happening now. It's, well, the US Challenge defends in Bermuda. Everybody can think about it what they feel, and this is what happens to the boats of the glorious 32nd America's Cup. Probably I will never see in my life another America's Cup with loads of challenges, loads of crews. Sailors now have gone down from over 1,000 to probably, I don't know, maybe 50, 60 sailors. And the sport has become more elitist and actually for nobody. So long live Olympic sailing, at least that has the spirit of sailing, and I think we should focus on Olympic sailing more than on all this, because it ends up like this.
And what about the Bermuda's Cup?
I don't want to comment on the new America's Cup. I don't know anything about it. Strange that the US defender defends in Bermuda, but as I say, they have their reasons, and it might be the best cup ever. Only there's not going to be many sailors, and not going to be many teams involved. Spirit of the times, choice of boats, costs, well, it all leads to a very elitist event that basically has taken away the pro circuit from sailing.
The third day of the 2015 RSX European Championships dawned unexpectedly overcast with a light rain. Not ideal sunbathing weather for the athletes who remained ashore, but today at least allowed them some extra time to contemplate the days ahead. But there's only so much strategic thinking to be done on the shore, with the real test lying out on the racecourse, so everyone was keen to get back to racing. So, the reserve day today found only the women's senior fleet competing. They still had to complete the qualification series, and the anticipation was tangible as the fleet prepared for the start of the race and another day on their long path to potential Olympic glory.
Polish team is really strong. We have 4 or 5 girls who are in really top 10, 15 in the world. So it's really hard to be the best in Poland. And this is our first qualification for the Olympics, so it's really important regatta for us.
Finally, the clouds cleared and the more typical Sicilian sunshine made an appearance. But unfortunately, the winds remained shifty, making it extremely difficult for a course to be laid. And after numerous attempts from the race committee, the fleet was sent back to land to wait it out. Eventually, their patience paid off as the breeze arrived and delivered gusts of up to 20 knots, the champagne conditions everyone was hoping for. In the blue fleet, last year's European champion Charline Picon from France made a clean start and stole the show, delivering a great performance and scoring 2 bullets. However, in the third race, she pushed too hard at the start and was over the line early. This time the standout performer was Lilian de Geus, who looked composed and stylish throughout, scoring a 3rd, a 9th, and went on to claim the final bullet of the day.
Yesterday I was a little bit out of focus, so I was not really happy about yesterday, but today was a nice day and I was happy about my racing. Yeah, it's good.
In the yellow fleet, Spanish Marina Alabao didn't perform at her usual level. Perhaps the stress of the event was getting to her. On the other hand, the other top gun from Spain, Blanca Manchon, was refusing to cave in to any pressure, maintaining a good performance amongst varying conditions. It was a good day for Italy as Flavia Tartaglini scored 2 seconds and a 6th. There were also smiles from Brazilian Patricia Freitas after scoring a bullet and keeping within the top 10. After a long but exciting day, the RSX Women's Senior Fleet once again returned to shore, painting the Mondello beach with their red sails. Tomorrow the championship enters into the final series of races and the tension is building. Stay tuned.
As the boats have come down through the channel, they've had this expanse of space, this deep water where the tide has been pushing them through. And then they reach the first convergence point of the race, the Hurst Narrows. It's a pinch point where the tide accelerates through this gap and it literally spits them out down through the Needles Channel. And then when you reach the iconic landmark of the Needles, there's a decision to be made. The Varvasi shipwreck from 1947, which is just off the unmanned lighthouse. There's a strong incentive to cut through that gap because it will save you some time, but it's obviously risk versus reward if you want to go through there. And then once you're around the Needles, it marks a quarter of a way around the course, and the fleet start to compress again as they turn into the tide. And then it's over to the tacticians and navigators to decide if they want to stay out in the stronger tide where the breeze is more consistent, or come in where the tide's weaker, but the wind can be a bit more shifty. And then they're heading down to the halfway point of the course, which is St Catherine's Point.